The Humans is a one-act, 90-minute play. It's basically one scene. It's a Thanksgiving dinner in real time. Members of the Irish-American working class family, the Blake family, gather in their daughter Bridget's apartment that she shares with her boyfriend Richard, and they spend Thanksgiving together. I started behind the table work a few years ago. I assistant directed American Idiot, and then I assistant directed Sweeney Todd with Ed, and co-directed Hand to God last year. And this is my first solo directorial debut. Well, actually, I saw the play in 2016 on Broadway. I loved it. I was completely mesmerized. I thought it was one of the best things I'd ever seen anywhere. So we chose to see that show because I've always been a kitchen sink drama guy. I love exploring the American family, pretty much anything. And it's been done a million times. And that's what's great about this show. It actually takes something that has been really poked to death, the underbelly of the American middle class, and it still manages to find new things to talk about and new things to learn about how we all live our lives. I had been asking Eddie, when are we going to get the Humans? When are we going to get the Humans? And just wanting to be involved in any way. I love that we do new work here, especially plays. The pipeline from Broadway to the community theater stage is pretty fast. So compared to a lot of musicals. We've also opened seasons with Angels in America, Hamlet, I could go on. So we're kicking things off with a teeny tiny little play set in a little New York apartment in Chinatown. It's a little play with a big impact though. But yeah, it is quite a task to entrust a teeny little cast with. Hey, kick off our season. Julia Elberfeld is playing Bridget. Very talented young actress, had never seen her before, came in, had a great audition. Megan Riggs is playing Amy Blake, and the older daughter of the Blake family. She is a lawyer who lives in Philadelphia. And Megan in real life is studying pre-law. Megan Riggs has been in numerous productions from King Lear to Equus. She is definitely an EPAC mainstay, and she will definitely be seeing more of her, and you've already seen a lot of her as well, especially in Equus. Then we have Tim Spiese, who's an EPAC vet. He has actually taken a break from the stage to pursue activism. He's been very vocal in opposition to the Lancaster County pipeline being built. He's done a lot of great work in that area since he's last hit our stage, and we are very happy to have him back, and I think you're really going to enjoy his performance in this. So Godwin plays Momo. She's also an actress from the Reading area, I believe. She has been seen, she was last seen on the EPAC stage in Cripple of Inashman. And she is definitely quickly becoming an EPAC regular. Brian Viera is definitely known for his comedic roles. He is playing a very gentle, subdued, refined man in this play. He's the boyfriend of Bridget. And Brian, obviously known for his comedic roles, brilliant in Spamalot, Heathers, The Heiress, he was seen in The Heiress last year or the year before. Finally, we have Elizabeth Pattey, a well-known EPAC actress. She is the woman known for playing Violet in August Osage County. She also appeared in both productions of Sunday in the Park with George. Most recently, she was seen in Picnic last fall. The best EPAC shows I've ever seen were always shows that made you think about something that you think about every single day, but in a completely different way. One of the most overwhelming feelings I got from watching the play on Broadway was this feeling of not being invited, that we were watching something that we shouldn't be watching. And the author kind of kept us, in the cast, they kind of kept us in this precipice of anxiety and discomfort, but also warmth, because you knew these people and this was your family, or you knew people who knew these people. And it's done in such a brilliant way, it's written in such a brilliant way that you really don't miss anything. It's when you're gathered with your family, everybody's talking over top of each other, but you still somehow get everything. and you still kind of know what everybody's talking about in a way. I did not know it was the Central PA premiere. That's actually really cool because the Blake family is from Scranton, which isn't Central PA, it's upstate, but they're a Pennsylvania family, and we're bringing the story back to Pennsylvania. It's pretty cool. The play is really about fear and how we deal with the anxieties, the many anxieties that we as humans face. So when he originally began writing it, he had intended to write a ghost story, a supernatural thriller for the stage where, you know, ghosts jumping out of closets and crashing through windows and people dying, and, you know, it was the works. And as he wrote it, he began to focus on the Blake family, and he really fell in love with the characters and decided that, you know, the story he was telling through them was where he wanted to go with it. And he did retain a lot of the elements of the original ghost story, lights flickering, strange noises, things like that. I talk about it in my director's notes. So the ending is actually quite harrowing, and it will definitely surprise you.